Okay. Okay, so welcome. So this is the New York stream. Okay, today is a Monday, so new week, and for this week actually we don't have for basically for today we don't have any news. Okay, because even though now it's the US session, right? But it's the bank holiday for US and also Canada. So we won't be seeing a lot of volume today. But we'll try to do some analysis, and if there's any possible entries, then we will try and hop in. Okay. So first, we as usual we're going to look at gold. Okay. So basically for gold, we actually based on my analysis last week, I've expected the price to actually dump back to this area, okay, before the the huge jump to the top, right? So price has actually gone in my favor, okay, but this analysis is not a trade that I hopped in. Okay, so right now for gold, we will be actually looking at this huge fair value gap here, which is on the 15 minute. Okay, we will not hop in too quickly. Okay, because on the hour 4, I'm actually waiting for this top zone here. Okay, if we look at hour 4, we also have this fair value gap here actually, right? Which currently the price has already filled. Okay, but for gold, we will actually look out for the top area here, which is at 2027 to 2030, right? So this is going to be the place where I'm going to start shorting gold actually. Okay, and of course, I'll be looking for price to reach this level. Okay, and then I will go down to the lower time frame to look for confirmations, which something gonna look like this. Okay, like this. So I'll be waiting for this kind of structure in M15 actually. So this is a 4 hour zone. Okay, I'll be waiting for this structure to be formed in M15 when the 4 hour actually tap into my zone here. Okay, so I will look out for this. So for right now, I won't be hopping in for gold, but I will set an alert when the price actually reach. Okay, so we'll just see how it's gonna play out. Probably, I don't think the price will reach in by today, since today there's no news for the USD. Okay, and also we are looking at basically it's a Monday, right? Start of the week, and plus it's also a bank holiday for US. So we won't be expecting too much of a volume for the USD pairs. Okay. So for gold, this is going to be my analysis. I'll be waiting for this area here. Okay. I will try and hop in for a buy if the price ever reach this level here. Okay. Just let me. Okay, about this level here. Okay, basically it's at 2011, 2011 to 2013 at this level. Okay, I'll be looking for a buy because it's demand area, right? So I'll be looking at this level here to actually look for a buy. Okay. Other than that, I'll basically be selling at this level. Okay, so if you guys would like to take a screenshot, yes, please go ahead. Okay, this is 2027 to 2030, and this is 2011 to 2013. Okay. How about EU? Okay, okay, I'll just hop into Euro USD since there's someone that asked for it. Okay, so since last week, actually, for Euro USD, I've been waiting for the retest of this trend line, right? If we do see there's this trend line that has happened, okay, price has been respecting, even though we do see a minor break here, right? But eventually the price did a big dump as well. Okay, this one, if I'm not mistaken, it's 2 weeks ago, which is NFP week, right? The NFP candle basically. right? So with this being said here, if you guys look at this level here, this is going to be what we usually call as a fake out. Okay, so it basically respect the trend line. Okay, and right here we are looking actually for the price to actually tap into the trend line, right? We also do see that if we zoom out, okay, right now the price is at this level here. Okay, this level here, if we look to the left, we do have this support as well, right? So if I'm going to mark a zone here as a support, which eventually becomes a resistance, okay, at this level here, right? We do notice that the price has actually tapped in and also respected the zone. Okay, so we will actually be looking for sells, but I'll be actually looking for the price to tap this trend line. Okay, and I'll also want to see if the price will actually break above the trend line. Okay, I'm not going to get in too quickly for Euro USD. Okay, so I'll just look closely and I'll see if the price will respect this resistance area. If it does, then we'll be looking for a sell back all the way to the bottom. Okay, if I hop on to the 15-minute now, I don't see a confirmation being formed. Alright, so basically I'll be looking at this level here. Right, so if you guys can see, I'm looking at this level here. Right, if we do look at this closely, we do see only all shadows, right? There's no candle breaking below. So if I want to take a sell now, I will be waiting for this structure here to actually break below, and then I will put my sell limit in and I will just let it go all the way back to the support. Okay, so if this is going to happen, I'll be looking at stop loss is going to be at here on the top. At 16 pips, I will give a buffer of 5 pips. Okay, you can give about 5 to 10, right? So that's my criteria. So if I'm going at 5, it will be 21 pip stop, this level, and I'll be looking at a TP at the bottom of the support here, right? So I'll be looking at a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Okay, so if I lose $1, then I'm going to gain $3. Okay, so I'll be looking at this level. Okay, so for this I will set an alert first. Okay, so EU we are done. Gold please. Okay, I'll just hop in back to gold, yeah. So basically I will just do a very quick analysis for all the pairs that we have, and then we will slowly go into slightly more detailed analysis for whichever pair you guys want. So I'll just repeat myself for gold. Okay, so basically this level here actually predicted last week that the price is going to dump and then it's going to rise from this level here, right? Reason is because we do see the breakout of this area, okay, at this price here. And also if we change it to a line chart, okay, on the 4 hour we do see a very strong structure like this, right? We have this kind of structure on the 4 hour on the line chart, right? And we do see a solid break above here, so we are waiting for this pullback and then to actually ride it up all the way back to 2012. That's my first target, and price has actually gone above, which is 2023, right? So I'm basically waiting for the top level here to actually sell at 2027 to 2030. Basically this level I'll be looking for sell is because if we switch, right, like I've mentioned, if when this candle happened on Tuesday last week, right, I was actually saying if this is going to break below this low, right, and it's going to close as bearish, then we will see a long-term trend of downtrend for gold, right? But there will be a retracement back first, right? So what I'm looking at basically is at this level here. I'm looking at this level here, right? So I want to see the price retrace back to this level, which is slightly above here, right, on the 4 hour. And currently the price is retracing, okay, but I want to see a much more higher retracement. So I'm looking basically at this level here, okay, and when the price taps in, I'm going to go down to the lower time frame to actually look for this kind of structure before I start dumping back all the way to 2005 at the price where it broke above, right? Also, I will also look for opportunity to buy at this level here, okay, at 2011 to 2013. Right, reason is because this is a demand area. So if you guys know what is a rally based rally or drop based drop, right? So basically the price rallied, took a break, and then it rallied again, right? So this whole bearish candle here, I will take it as a zone, and then I will go down to the 30-minute to look for a much better price where I think the price is going to hit, right? So I've got this zone here at 2011 to 2013. Okay, so if the price is going to come in here, I will look for a short entry for buy, right? Just basically scalp, hit and run kind of trade. Okay, so for gold, it's going to be these two scenarios. Is it going to come to the top or it's going to go to the bottom here? Okay, so that's going to be for gold. Is it possible for it to go for buy now? You mean gold, is it? I wouldn't recommend, because if you look at the 4 hour, we do look at this support area, right? The price has broken below, so technically this is a resistance area, right? If we look at this is a resistance area, right? Because support, when it's broken, it's gonna be a resistance, right? That is why I'm not buying, right? If you do look at the 4 hour, you do see rejections happening, right? So I'm not going to hop in for a buy. If I'm going to hop in for a buy, it will be at 2011 to 2013 here. Okay, so this is where I'm going to look for a buy. So where do you base? You sound, yes, I am Malaysian. I've said it many times in my life. I'm born and raised in Malaysia, and I'm also trading in Malaysia. Okay, so we'll go to analysis again. Okay, USD JPY at the moment, I'm not looking for any possible entries. Okay, because it's in the middle of my support and also my resistance, but I do see a structure here which we can also look for a buy. Okay, but the price is still in the middle between of the support and the resistance, so I'll be waiting for more confirmations and more action from the price before actually hopping. Okay, I'm not going to risk myself, and since today's a Monday, so I will actually look closely first. Okay, USD CHF has broken above, right? This resistance. If you look here, this resistance is broken, right? And currently the price is just hovering here, right? If we look closely, we do have a break below here as well, right? So there is a possibility that you can take a buy, but it's going to be slightly risky to actually hop in right now, right? Because at the moment we don't see any structure being formed. We do notice higher highs being formed. Okay, I'll be looking at this level here. If I want to take a buy, I need the price to break above this level before actually hopping. Okay, so this will be for USD CHF. Okay, are you prop trader? I trade my own personal account, and I also trade a prop firm account that's under my name as well. So I have a prop firm account, and I also have my own personal, I fund it myself to trade. Okay. 2008 sudah collect boss. You mean for gold? It's been collected long time ago. Basically last week. My analysis was actually it will go below first before it actually hit the top. My below is at 1993 to 1996, right? And actually it happened. If you actually join my live last week, you can see it happen. Okay, I've gave the analysis out. MT4 accounts still can use in MT5. If your account is on MT4, then it's MT4. If it's MT5, then it's MT5. It's two different things. Okay. Done 1K like for you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so USD CAD. Currently it's very close to our support. Okay, but I will still be waiting for more confirmations. I also do have a bullish engulfing zone here. I will also look into this zone. At the same time, if you look at the middle here, this middle box here, it's where the support and also the bullish engulfing zone actually correlates. So it will be a good entry if we manage to get this. So we'll wait for it and see. Okay, AUD USD. Okay, I was actually looking for a short for AUD USD. Okay, but the price did not break below. Instead, it has broken above, and it has already I wouldn't say it as a 100% break of the resistance. Okay, because if we draw a line here, right, this candle is not closing above, right, which means this resistance zone, right, which is this support, right, broken below, right, and it tested a few times already. So with this break above the zone, some of you might actually take it as a not valid zone, right? But if we look closely, why the price is rejecting here, we have to look to the left, which is we do see this candle high, right? So if you draw a line, you do see that the candle is just below the line, right? So basically it's not broken above. But if I want to hop in on this trade, I want to see a confirmation, right? So confirmation would be slightly risky at this level. Okay, confirmation would be at this level if the price breaks below. Okay, and then comes back for a retest, we will actually take a shot. Okay, but it will be slightly risky. Yeah, I'm going to remind you guys again. So it looks like EU going to fall. I've set an alert, so I'll just wait for it to be triggered before actually hopping. Okay, so I'm at AUD CAD. I do have my highs and my lows, and if I'm going to get my fib, right, so the price has already tapped into my final 25% zone. Okay, I will just look for possible entries, which if we are using this low, it's broken and haven't retest, right? But if I want to get a much safer entry at a better price zone, okay, okay, if I'm going to draw a line chart, right, it's going to be simple. So your confirmation is going to be like this, right? Something like this, right? And then you will notice that this is a break here. So when it pulls back, you hop in, right? But if you look at the candle, right, it's going to be slightly confusing, right? So what you want to see is you want to see a low and a high, and then a new higher high being formed, right? So we do have this high, this low, and this is a new higher high, right? Which means this is my low, right? So if I want to hop into this trade, I need to see this low here being taken out, which means I do see a change of market structure that is going downwards instead of going upwards, right? If you look at these candles here, this is my high, right? We don't have any candles above, right? So basically my low is at this level. Okay, this is going to be my low, and I will want to see the price actually breaking below, okay, and comes back for a retest, and then I'm going to place a position here, okay, and my stops is be on top of this high at 23, another 5 pips, that would be 28 pips, about 29, okay, and my TP is going to be all the way to this low on the 4-hour low, which I have a 1 to 2.58 risk to reward. So if you lose $1, then you will gain $2.58. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at for AUD CAD. This might be a very good entry, but we will need this to break below this level. Okay, so I've marked my price, I've placed my stop loss and my TP. The only difference right now I need to see is if this price is going to break below this structure. Okay, so this will be for AUD CAD. We'll look at AUD NZD. Right now AUD NZD, I don't have any confirmation, or I don't have any valid entries for AUD NZD, so I will wait out for this pair. AUD JPY as well is in between my support and resistance. Okay, so we'll skip. AUD CHF is broken above. We want to get a retest before we actually hop in for a buy. So this is going to be the one that we will wait on it as well. AUD USD can short sell, boss. Current market price, you can, but it will be risky. So that is why I've placed this marker here, this horizontal line here, right? What I want to see is actually on the 15-minute. I need this price to break below with a candle closing below this line. Then I'll place my sell limit and I'll wait for the price to retest, and I'm going to dump it all the way to the bottom. Okay, it's very far away, but it's something that we might see happen. Okay, so if I'm going to place it here, 15, 16 pip stop, and total of 21. Okay, and my TP is going to be at this low, which is a almost 1 to 3. Right, so this is going to be for AUD USD, but we will have to wait for the price to break below. Okay, AUD CHF, nothing yet. Okay, NZD JPY broken above. We want to see the retest of this level before we actually hop in. CAD JPY still in between my support and resistance. CHF JPY as well. Euro JPY, we didn't manage to catch this, which happened in the afternoon, or I would say actually early morning, a very early morning today, right? So we didn't manage to hop in for this. So we will wait for this support level here where we will actually take a short scalping buy. Okay. GBP USD, we can see that the price is actually below the 50, right? If we look at the Fibonacci, this is my 0.5 to 0.618 level. Price has tested and left. It's currently going to retest again. So we'll see if this is going to happen. If the price is going to retest, we will take a shot at this Fibonacci 0.5 level. Okay, GBP JPY, it's still in between, so I'm not going to rush for this. I'm going to just let it play out first before I hop in. Okay, GBP NZD as well. Price has broken below. Okay, we'll wait out and see, because if we're going to hop in for a sell for GBP NZD, we do have this level that we have to keep an eye on, right? So which is a support level, which resistance became a support, so it's too close for us to even take a trade, right? So if we look at this area here, it's only about 49 pips, 50 pips, right? You wait for your confirmation, that will take away like 10-20 pips, and then if you hop into this trade, it's probably just going to be a 1-to-1, right? So I'm not going to risk my account to this 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. Okay, GBP AUD, like I've said last week, I'm waiting for the retest of this level. Price is currently just ranging around here. Okay, we'll see if the price is going to hop higher, and if it does, then we will take a shot at this trend line here and also this resistance zone that I've marked. Okay, GBP CHF is in between. GBP CAD, we'll see if this is going to tap the support level, since 9:30 will be the US and also the Canadian session, right? So we'll wait and see if this is going to happen. Okay, Euro USD, we'll just double check on it. On the 15-minute candle close, okay, for the one, whoever asks for Euro USD, if you see, the candle actually respect this level, close, it tap, and then it close above. So now we have to wait for another 8-9 more minutes to see if this new candle is going to close below. Okay, so we'll wait and see. Euro NZD, like I've mentioned, right? This level, I don't have any confirmation before I short it, so I didn't took this position, right? So the same thing happened here. It happened again last week. right? So I marked out this trend line broken, it did not retest yet. This one as well broken. It did a retest here, but on the lower time frame, I don't have any solid confirmation to actually hop in. Hence, that is why I did not get in for this trade. But nonetheless, this analysis actually played out the way I expected it. Right, candle broke below, opened a new candle on the 4-hour. It tested on the trend line and it dumped. Right, so we'll actually right now look at the support level here to see if there's any possible buys. Okay. Euro AUD is still ranging in between. Okay. If you want to hop in for a buy, we can be looking at this level. Okay, but it will be very risky. So I would suggest for us to just wait and see how the price is going to play out. Okay. Euro CAD still ranging since end of January until today, right? So I'm not going to get in for this trade at the moment. Euro CHF analysis last week was to see this level here to be a liquidity, right? But it did not, and it just started pumping higher, right? The liquidity actually happened here at this level. So we'll see if there's any possible entries for us. If we are looking at the resistance, we'll be looking at this level, which the price has not tapped in. So it's in the middle of my support and resistance as well. Okay, Euro GBP is the same, also in between. Okay, NZD USD, this exact trade that we took last week, or no, actually it's the week before, right? On a Friday, we hopped in, we held for over the weekend, and it actually went pretty far on Tuesday last week, right? So this trade is done for. Right now we are looking at another possible entry. So the same thing like I said, if you have a high, you have this low. You have this high, then this is your low that you want to see it broken. And then we have a breakout here, another high, and the low will be here. Right, so it's very far away, but we want to see this happen before we actually hop in. Okay, so this is what I'll be looking at. So NZD USD, I'm still going to wait out to see how the price is going to play out first before I hop in. Okay, NZD CAD is at my resistance. It will be this low here. So it's not broken yet. Still, we still got to wait and see how it's going to play out. Okay, NZD CHF has broken above my resistance. So basically, we'll be looking for buys instead of sells. Okay, I was actually waiting for the price to tap back to this level, but it did not, and it just started to go higher, right? Because we do have this trend line break. Okay, so I was waiting for this price to come back to this demand area, and also the trend line where it broke, but the price did not come back, so that's unfortunate. But we'll look at a different level. Okay, I do have my resistance here, and this would be my support where the resistance broke out. Okay, on the 15-minute, we do see that the price has broken above, right, and then it broke below, right? So right now we want to see a structure here being formed. We do have this dump, this rally. We need this to break below here and break above, retest, and then we will start buying, right? So right now we do see something like this. Okay, so basically I want this price to not break above, instead to break below. Okay, so I'll basically be looking at this level here, but the price has to break below before it breaks above. Okay, and the last pair we'll be looking at is CAD CHF, which is also still far away. Okay, so we've done the analysis. Okay, so we'll look at any pairs that you guys want to look closely. AUD USD I've done, Euro USD I've done gold. GBP JPY I also mentioned that is not anywhere likely for me to take a buy or sell. Anything that you guys want to ask? Any pairs that you want me to analyze? Is there any questions that you would like to know? So for gold, if you look at it the whole day, right, since today morning, it did a very big spike towards the bottom, right, towards the downside, and then it spiked above and it did it again, right, and it shot higher. Price has been rallying since, and if you look at the afternoon until now, the price has been slowly retracing towards the downside. So at the moment here, we'll be looking at this level here for a buy if the price comes back. Amiro Khairuddin. So basically, you're marking the zone and wait for confirmation at N15. Yes. I mark my zone on the hour 4, right? Why do I use hour 4 is because usually when you do your analysis, you should start from a bigger time frame, right? Maybe some of you guys will start from a monthly, weekly, or daily, right? For me myself, I start on the hour 4, right? So I mark my zone based on hour 4, and then when the price comes in to my zone, then that's where I will hop into the 15-minute to look for confirmation, right? If I'm gonna be slightly more aggressive for that day, right, then I will use the 5-minute as my confirmation, but it's still the same confirmation that I'm using, right? So yeah, that's my trading plan all this while. So I think if you want to hop in for a trade, you need to have your own trading plan, right? You need to know what you are looking at. If you're going to use a daily, then use a daily, right? But then your confirmation, it has to be on the lower time frame, right? Of course, on the daily, you're not, if your zone is on the daily, you're not going to use a 5-minute or 1 minute for the entry, right? So like for myself, is I'm on the 4 hour, I use the 15. If I'm on 1 hour, then I use 5-minute. Okay, so if let's say you're on daily, then maybe you could be using the 30-minute time frame for your entry, maybe. EU break the support, right? Okay, let me check. I wouldn't call this a break if the candle is not closed. Right, so we are looking on the 15-minute, right? So I have this level being marked, right, which you asked just now. Okay, I do see this is the high, right? But this level here I mark is because I do see that candles has been rejecting. Okay, right now we do have a break. We can actually hop in for this. Just give me a minute. So at where the price break, we can actually set a sell limit there. I'm trying to log into my account. Okay, just give me a minute, yeah. Okay, just give me a minute. I'm signing into my account. Okay, just give me a minute. I'm trying to log into my account. Okay. What pair is it? Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD. So price hasn't reached back, so I will set a limit order. Okay, since it's a Monday, I will be risking lesser. Okay, I'll just risk half of what I usually risk. Okay, and I've also placed a sell limit. Okay, so if you do see this sell limit, basically, yes, I'm using TradingView to trade, but this one actually has a server that links to my real account. Okay, so I've placed a sell limit. If you guys would like, you can follow, but please do risk lesser because it's a Monday. I don't want you guys to be exposed to more risk. Okay, Monday we try and take it slow. Okay, so this is a Euro USD. Okay, so this is my sell limit. Okay, I've placed a sell limit for Euro USD. So if you guys would like, you can follow. Then we'll just see how this is going to go on. Okay. Oh, it's okay, okay. 你给我小一点。这个是它的sell limit，你帮我吗？Hangzhou, what pair is it? Euro USD. Euro USD. Okay, so we are in. We have a sell limit placed, so we'll see how this is going to go on. Okay. Currently, we are looking at the price slowly retracing back. Okay. But this is slightly risky. Yeah. So let me remind you guys again. It's slightly risky. Risk lesser than what you usually risk. Okay. So I'm just going to leave this trade alone here. Okay, I'll just look back at gold or something else. Okay, right now gold, we don't have much movement. Okay, so we'll leave it as it is. I'll hop on to the others that I've actually have much more interest on. Okay. Any questions that you guys want to ask? Or maybe if you guys would like to know, uh, understand a little bit more of how Forex works, or you would like to get some education. Can you show your mapping for NZD USD? NZD USD, okay, just give me a moment, yeah. Just give me 1 minute, yeah. Okay, NZD USD. Okay, so NZD USD on my hour 4, basically I have this support and resistance area, right? Reason I mark here is because it has been rejecting this area, and the support, I do notice that this resistance here is broken, right? So that is why I took this as a support level, which we also do see that the price has been respecting, right? Okay, so basically what I did 2 weeks ago, uh, on the 15-minute time frame, I do see a confirmation when the price step in. So I took a sell here, right? The price went further and I took partials down all the way, right? I closed out early at this level because I do not like the price action that it was giving me at the lower time frame. Okay, but we do see the price actually tap lower to the support here, right? And I did not take a buy here because at the same time I don't have a confirmation as well, right? So right now back on the 4 hour, the price has rallied back to this resistance. Okay, so for NZD USD, what I'm waiting for is basically a confirmation on the lower time frame, right? Which is this level. Like I've said, a confirmation, it has to be this kind of structure, right? Right. So this movement downwards breaking this low is our confirmation, right? And then our entry will be at this level where the price has broken. Okay, so what I do see here is basically I have this movement going upwards, right? So if I have this high and this high, high and a higher high, my low will be here, right? The same thing goes for here. This level here is broken. So this is my high and my higher high, and my low point is here. So I mark this low point and I want to see the price breaking this low point, and then I will place my entry. Okay, so this will be for NZD USD. Okay, so EUR USD has already triggered the order. Okay, so we'll see how this trade is going to play out. So for me, basically, I will just leave the trade running as it is. All right, but I'll be looking at levels where I'm interested to actually secure half of the trade and then also place a break even. Right, so I'll be looking at this level here where I do notice that it's a support area, okay, with a breakout of this level. If we look on the lower time frame, let's just say, right, okay, so this is on the 15, right? So 15, if we scroll out of this level, we do see that this level, the level that I mark here, is at this level, right? It broken above, it came back lower, created a very small structure. If on the 15, we can see on the 5-minute or the 1-minute, right? Like I've said, it's a structure here, right? So this level is where it broke, came back, it broke again, and retested with a solid test and just shot up, right? So I'll be looking at this level as a place of a price of interest where I will actually take some actions, be it BE or maybe I want to secure half of my trade. Yeah, either way. So this is where I'm going to be looking at. Okay. So I would like to look at the XY as well, right? So I would know what I'm looking at, right, on the dollar index. So on the 4 hour, just give me a minute. Okay, so on the 4 hour, what I'm noticing is basically if price were to go lower, it will have to break this level, right? This is the dollar index here, right? So what I'm seeing is basically this resistance here is broken here. It respected, broke above, and it broke below, right? And respected this area, right? So it automatically becomes a resistance again. But right now we do see that this accumulation here, right? I want to see this price actually moving forward, which my analysis has been done, which is I want to see this dump and then it go higher, right, back to this level, right? So what I'm seeing is basically that the US dollar is strengthening, right? So for me to short Euro USD, which means I'm expecting Euro to be weak and USD to be strong, right? Which is the same as my analysis here on the DXY, right? So on the 4 hour, we are actually waiting for this pump high up, and if it does so, then Euro USD will go the other way around, which is go towards the downside. Okay. Right now we are in the trade and we are currently just floating a little bit. I will just let the trade run as it is. Okay. Since I'm already in the trade, so I will not mess with the trade. Okay, I will just wait and see how it's going to play out. Okay, so for TikTok, I'm going to end my TikTok stream. Okay, so if you guys would like to get follow-ups or get updates for this trade, okay, then please do hop on to my Telegram, okay, which is this one here. Okay, this is my Telegram link. Okay, there's also a link in my bio, right? Do hop into our Telegram. Our Telegram is free of charge, right? We don't ask you to pay for anything. We give you signals, we give you education. We do live stream daily on the New York session, especially. Okay. We also don't ask you to change your broker or switch your IB. Okay, I think that's a very plus point for you guys, right? Because you can use whatever broker you wish to use, right? And we don't have any restrictions when it comes to choosing a broker. Okay, so do hop in, and you will actually get more updates from us in our channel. Okay, so on TikTok, if you guys want to see this live, want to continue watching this live, do hop into my channel, and there's a link to my YouTube. Please hop into my YouTube, and then we will, you can actually get updates there. Okay, so TikTok, thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Okay, Alan Lim on YouTube. Hi sir, may I ask how can I contact you, please? You can contact me through my Telegram link actually, right? So you can actually hop into this Telegram link, right? There's also a description in the live that you're watching, right? Hop into our Telegram channel and then you can actually contact me through Telegram. Okay. So on YouTube, if you guys are watching, please, if you have any questions or anything that you would like to ask, please do ask. Okay, I'm here to guide you guys. I'm here to help out you guys as well. Okay, so for Euro USD, I will leave this trade running. Okay, just an update. Okay, I will let this trade continue to run, and I will see how this is going to play out. Right, if this is going to play out later during the New York session, right, then we'll see more movement towards the downside since it's at the resistance, right? So what you do at the resistance is basically you sell at the resistance. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, even if the price hasn't hit my trend line, but it has already tapped into my resistance zone, and it has already taken out all these lows here, right? With a solid, very, very solid close below, right? Look at this candle here, it's a very solid close. So that is why I hop in for this trade, right? So now I would like to see is the price to dump further. Okay, so when the price actually dumps to this level here, where I'll be having a 1-to-1, and then that's where I will actually pull my stop loss to where my entry point is, and I will let the trade run. Okay, I'll be targeting this low here. Okay, so that's going to be my target for Euro USD. So for any of you guys that hasn't hopped into my channel, please do hop in. And for Mr. Alan Lim, do hop into my channel. Okay, you can actually search this in Telegram, or you can actually click the description on my live. Okay, there will be a link to my Telegram as well. Okay, so just hop in there, and then you can contact me through Telegram. Okay. Okay. There's a comment in YouTube. XAU bro, you want to look at gold. Okay, so basically for gold, if you're looking at the 4 hour, right, my analysis for gold basically right now is in the middle of my support and also my resistance, whereby this support is a very risky support. Okay, so I'm basically waiting for this price to either tap this support or this resistance, right? If the price is going to go to this resistance, okay, the moment the price steps in, I will go on to the lower time frame, which is my 15-minute chart, and I will look for a structure like this. Right, so when the price breaks below this low here, I will set a sell limit for basically you put a sell limit here and wait for the price to actually take your order and dump. So this is my analysis for gold, because right now for gold we won't be expecting a lot of volume, right? US is a bank holiday today. Today's a Monday, which we won't be seeing too much of volume, right? So that's my analysis for gold. I'm not going to rush for gold, okay? Because if we do look at this level here, right, this is a resistance area, right, where the support has been broken, right? But yes, we do know that this is a resistance, and that's where we should be selling, right? But right now, I don't have a confirmation for me to keep selling here, right? Because it's in the middle. So I have my zone up here, which is my resistance, my sell zone, at 2027 to 2030, right? So this will be my zone here, and I'll be basically waiting for the price to reach this level before I actually place an entry. Okay, so when I have a trading plan like this, I will stick to my trading plan. Okay, I will not just rush for entry because I don't want to risk my account. Okay, I have a reason for that. That is why I chose not to take a trade for gold at the moment. Okay, so if you want to know my analysis, this is my analysis. Okay, thank you, bro. No worries, you're welcome. Okay, you will also have your own analysis, right? So you can just look back at your chart and see if your analysis is if it's the same as mine. Okay, if you're looking at the same thing as what I'm looking at, then you know, you can be much more confident in what you are trading actually. Okay. So for gold is basically just something that I will have to wait before I actually hop in for any trades for gold. Alright, so I'm actually in Euro USD, okay, which I've mentioned just now, okay, which is what I want to look at gold for as well, right? The entry price is where the price has broken below. So I place a sell limit, okay, and I just wait for the price to take my order, right? The price taken my order, I floated a little bit just now, right? And right now the price is slowly dumping, right? If I look at the DXY chart, okay, on the 4 hour, right, because my zones are 4 hour zone, right? So what I'm seeing is the dollar right now is at this support zone here, right? So I want to see the dollar pump, right? So if this dollar pump is going to pump, which means Euro USD is going to dump, right? If the DXY is going up, Euro USD is going to drop because USD is at the back, right? So that means I'm selling the euro and I'm buying the dollar, right? Since I have this analysis on my dollar DXY chart, and that is what I see on Euro USD as well, so that is why I hop in for a sell. So still waiting the price touch 2027. Yes, I'm basically waiting for price to touch 2027. Right? If you actually hop into my live last week, there's a viewer also said that he's expecting price to reach 2020. Right? My expectation was the price to reach 2012 first, right? When the price was at this level here, right? I do notice the price, I'm actually expecting the price to break higher, comes back for a retest and a confirmation, then I'll start buying, right? My first destination is 2012, but there's a viewer that expect the price will go to 2020 and then eventually to 2030, right? So I have those zones as well, right? So 2012 has been done, 2020 has been done, right? So right now what I'm saying is I want to see price going to 2027 and 2030, right? So that is where my resistance zone is going to be at, right? And that is because if you look at this 4 hour candle, right, this huge bearish candle, right, is caused by CPI last week, right? And then this CPI is done and then it continues to dump again, right? So if you look at this huge candle, right, we have about a 410 pips drop just from these two red candles. If you just look at this specific one CPI candle, it's a 287 pips drop, right? So now the price has been retracing back higher, right? And I want to see the price touching 2027 to 2030. And when the price touch, then I will hop into my lower time frame to look for confirmations to take entries, right? So that is how I'm trading, and I will stick to my plan. So I think for you, Adim Gaming, if I pronounce right, when you start your day off, okay, if you trade, like for me, I prefer trading only on the New York session, right? If the London session there's any possible entries, I will take it. If the Asian session has any possible entries, I will take it, right? But I do prefer the New York session for myself. So for yourself, I think you need to create a strategy, which is which sessions do you want to trade, right? Figure out a session first, okay, and then only you hop in during that session, right? If let's say you prefer the London session, then you hop in at London session when London's open, right? So during the Asian, you don't look, okay, you don't look at the chart. During New York, you don't look at the chart. You only look at the chart during the London session. Right, so for me, I prefer the New York session because it has much more volume. Okay, as you know, when New York session open, the chart will actually move very volatile, right? So I prefer the New York session more than others. So I only hop on the chart 1 hour earlier, right? Right now is daylight saving, so in Malaysia, New York session opens at 9:30, right? So I will hop on to the chart at 8:30. I will start seeing the chart. I will start analyzing it, right? And then I will try to look for confirmations, look for possible entries. Okay, and then once I'm in the trade, I will just let it be. I will not keep looking at it. I will just let it run until the next day. I will get updates from them. Okay, so that's my plan. So you should have a plan for yourself and just stick to your trading plan. Same goes for your strategy, which is like your support and resistance as well. Okay. So if you guys are still watching Euro USD, we are currently in very minor profits. Okay, very minor, very minor. Probably it's only a 1 pip or 2 pip profit. So, or maybe even less than one pip, right? I'm not counting, right? But I would want to see the price dump further. Okay, I want to see the price dump further. So this trade, I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm not going to look at it. Okay. As for other pairs, I've set my alert, but no alert has been triggered other than this Euro USD. Okay, so I'm going to leave it for now, and I will just check on it time to time. Okay, so if you guys are still watching, for gold, you can actually just wait for either this zone here at 2011 to 2013 for a buy, just a short scalping buy, okay, and 2027 to 2030 for a sell. Okay, so this is where you guys can look out for. Okay, so I'm gonna end my live. Okay, and I will come back tomorrow during the New York session as well, and I'll see you guys there. Okay, as for this Euro USD trade, I will update you guys in my channel, so please do join my channel. Okay, if you guys are in this trade, join my channel and you guys will get the updates from me from this trade. Okay, like I've said, I've set an alert here, so when the alert triggers, I will actually, you can actually screenshot now if you want, at this price. Okay, when the price touches here, I will actually pull my stop loss to my entry position, right? So I'm basically in a zero risk free trade. Okay, so you guys can do the same as well. Okay, so thank you guys for joining my live, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, thank you and bye bye.